Good morning, my dear friends, my dear students. Today I'm going to explain Cambridge O Level 402411 October November 2018. Time for this paper is 2 hours, and this is non calculator version. Calculator is not allowed for this paper. Let's begin. Here you see first question of fractions. 2 over 7 plus 1 over 5. So first of all, find their LCM, that is 35. So you need to multiply this 7 by 5 and this 2 by 5 and then this by 7 and this by 7, and you will have uh, 10 over 35 and 7 over 35. So 17 over 35 would be the final answer for this question. And here just 2 over 5 into 6 over 5, and then uh, simplify if possible, otherwise multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator and give your answer in lowest term. Same way we are moving towards this question. Convert this into simple fractions. This can be written 35 over 2. Replace this percentage by 1 over 100 and 35 over 2 multiplied by 1 over 100 and convert this into simple fraction first term. That would be the final answer. Same way, first use board math, solve the bracket first. So 6 plus 4 times 0.6 and then multiply 0.6 by 4, you will have 2.4, and then plus 6 with that answer, you will have the final answer for this question. Y is directly proportional to the square of x. So y is equal to kx square, and to find the value of k, take this x is equal to 4 and this y is equal to 8 and find the value of k, and this we substituted again in y is equal to kx square, and then take x is equal to 3 and find corresponding value of y. And now this question, during 1 year the mass of child increased from 25 kilogram to 30. So increased is 5 kilograms, so 5 over 25 over 25, 5 over 25 multiplied by 100. This way you can convert this percentage. Factorize this. 5 15a plus 3ab, 3a is common, so 3a bracket 5 plus b would be the answer for this. And here you see first shuffle the term 6k plus 2kx minus xy minus 3y, and then take anything common in the first pair, and then in the same way common anything from the second pair, and then write that common factor. That would be a way to find two factors of this expression. Now this question 6 is a functions question. F minus 6 you need to calculate. Just put x is equal to minus 6 wherever you see x in this given function. So f minus 6 become 3 over minus 6 plus 4, so 3 over minus 2 would be the final answer. Just to calculate f inverse of this, just use this fx as y is equal to 3 over x plus 4, then that become x plus 4 over 3 over y, and then take minus 4 to the other side, x become 3 over y minus 4, y 3 over y, and then on minus 4, and end of the day replace this x by f inverse x, and 3 over y minus 3 over x, and then minus 4 would be the answer for this f inverse x. Here you see the value of each term is of a sequence is 4 more than the value of the term before it. The third term is 17. This means t3 is 17 and t4 is 21. Common difference between these two is 4 basically. First term can be calculated by tn is equal to a plus bn. A is first term which you already have calculated, sorry, first one is you need to calculate. But if you write Tn is equal to a plus b bn, then that would be, Tn is 1 for this case, so T1 is equal to a plus bn. N is once again 1, so you will have T1 is equal to a plus b, and then use T3 is equal to a plus 3b, and then T4 is equal to a plus 4b, and solve these equations simultaneously. This way you will have the answer for this part and this for both Tn ab. When you replace these values of ab found, Tn is equal to a's value plus b's value n. That would be the expression for this. And now here write down an irrational number which has value between 4 and 5. Rational value between 4 and 5 mean 4 square is 16 and 5 square is 25. So your answer must be between 16 and 25 square root. So that could be possible. As he said, write down an irrational number which has square root of 16, square root of 17, square root of 18, square root of 19. So all these will have the irrational number which has the value between these two numbers. Okay, square root of 17 or square root of 18, square root of 19, square root of 20, square root of 21, square root of 22, like that. You can write any value between there. And now for this question, Kofi is using number cards to form 5-digit number. His number is multiple of it. Complete the final digit of number. Any number, if it is multiple of 3, then this means the last 3 numbers, this and this, must be the multiples or divisible by 8. So you have to write first check 0. If 340 is, don't need to check these two, so you just take 340. If this number is 340 is divisible by 8, then this means your answer is right. If it's not, then write 2. You can check 342 and then 344 and 348, like that. You have to, the divisibility test for it is the last 3 digits must be multiples of it. This is the way to check this or to give the answer for this question. Again, here this is once again very simple question. Find BGT. Remember, you must read the question carefully. BGT, where is BGT? BGT is this. Look, this is complete circle. So this plus, let's say this is x is equal to 360. So you can find this angle by subtracting the sum of 130 and 120 from 360. You can get the answer of this. ABG, where is ABG? A, B and G. Okay, this angle is also 130 degree. This angle is 130 degree. So 130 degree plus 130 degree, this angle and this angle are same. So you can calculate whatever he is saying, putting equal to sum of all these angles. 130 plus 130 plus 2a, let's say this is a and this is a, is equal to 360, as this is quadrilateral parallelogram, right? Which angle he is saying? ABG, this angle. You can also do that question because this is a parallelogram, so this angle would be 150 because the sum of interior angles of parallelogram is 180 degree. So if this would be 50 degree. Find HFG. Where is HFG? HFG, this angle you need to calculate. My dear, HFG mean this angle is 60 degree. If this angle is 60 degree, subtract this from there. This would be 60. HFG is 120 again, because this line, and if you extend this line like this way, then this angle and this angle are alternative interior angles, so this is also 120 degree. Now FHA, F, where is FHA? FHA, this angle. Look, as I told you that this angle is 50 degree and complete is 120 degree. So you can calculate uh, 120 minus 50, and that would be 70 degree. Okay, and this way we can calculate this angle. Now I'm going to word this question. This is closed box and you have to give the net of this by opening it. Look, uh, this is basically this side, and this is basically bottom, and this is the other side. So three sides card is mentioned in this net. So first of all we will calculate the area of this figure. This and this, and then there is opposite side of same side this, and this could be mentioned there, here, this way, and then this way. And then top, as this is closed box, so top would be 2 and 4. So you can take, as he is saying, you have to fill all these things inside the grid. So there will plug this. So this will be, this way you can show the card used to make this closed box for this given shape, right? Now here you see n is equal to this, and you have to give your answer in standard form, n square. So for n square mean this becomes 16 into 10 raised 10, and 16 can be further written 1.6 into 10 into 10 raised 10. So 1.6 into 10 raised 11 would be the final answer for n square, as now in the same way. 1 over n mean first you have to write 1 over 4 into 10 raised by 5, and then 1 over 4 could be replaced by 0.24 into 10 raised minus 5, and 0.25 can be replaced 2.5 into 10 raised minus 1. So 2.5 into 10 raised minus 6 would be the final answer for 1 over n. And now by writing each number correct to one significant figure. So the one significant figure of this would be 600, and the one significant figure of this would be 0.03, and this significant figure would be 20. And then you will simplify and cancel and estimate your approximate answer for this. This is the way to do this question. Here you see this is the data given in this table, and you have to you have to draw histogram. But here one thing, there is frequency density on vertical axis. So first of all calculate frequency density of each group. The frequency density of this would be, you have to make extra bottom row for there for each interval, and write the corresponding data there, and that would be this way. Actually my cursor is not working rightly. So 10 over 10 would be 1, and then frequency our class with basically 15 over 10, and this way 10 over 5, and then 12 over 5, and then 16 over 20. That would be the frequency density of each interval, right? Then you will plot this data. There you see the frequency density of first interval is 1, so you will see that like this, and then same way for 15 over 10 1.5. so from there, as they are always adjacent connect, there is no gap between this, so this way you can show the height of each interval and shade with your pencil. Now I'm going toward question 14. Here you see 1 over 3's power 0 minus 1 over 3's power square. So this, the answer of this would be 1, as there is 0 power, minus 1 over 9, and 1 minus 1 over 9 mean 8 over 9 would be the final answer for you, right? And for this there is minus 1 over 3. First you can write x6 over 27, and this minus 1 over 3 becomes plus 1 over 3. And so powers, if powers have powers, they multiply, so that would be x2 over 3. That would be the final answer. And now in the same way, here I'm going to give you, this is once again frequency. Frequencies are given for the number of spinners lengths. This is a statistic question. Calculate relative frequency. Relative frequency that the spinner lands on 3. The spinner 3's frequency is 50. So 50 over total frequency is 200. So 50 over 200, 1 over 4 would be the answer for this. Mariam spins the spinner 20 times. Multiply that relative frequency which you just multiplied by 20 times. You will see the number of times your 3 lands on the 3 lands. Okay, that way you can calculate the answer. Ashraf claims my result show that spinner is fair. Is he claim? Give a reason for your answer. First calculate the Ashraf's score, whatever he is saying, then see your answer and give possible answer for this. So this way actually we do all these type of questions. Now here I am looking for this question. My dear, he is saying that boat travels from P to Q. At Q it then calculate the average speed for the whole journey. Okay, calculate the average speed for the whole journey from P to Q. Look, here there is question. If there is 90 degree, then there is also 90 degree, and this way this is completely a right angle triangle, and this length PR can be calculated by Pythagoras theorem. 6 square plus 9 square, 36 plus 81, and then square root of that would be this PR length. And average speed is total distance traveled over time for this is for this to this is 3 hours, and for this return journey is 3 hours, so total time is 5 hours. And you also need 6 plus 9 plus this distance which you calculate by Pythagoras theorem. You will calculate the average speed of this whole journey, right? Calculate the bearing of R from Q. Calculate the bearing of R from Q. R from Q. So my dear, here R from Q, R from Q. So you have to draw parallel lines there toward north, and this angle is 40 degree, as this is corresponding angle of this line when you draw the parallel lines. 40 plus 90 would be 130. That would be the answer for this question. And now in the same way, calculate the bearing of P from Q. Bearing of P from Q. Where is Q? Let me check. Q, where is Q? Yes, there is Q. And bearing from Q. Calculate bearing of P from Q. So here first of all this angle is again 40 degree, and this is 180 degree from this to this. So 180 plus 40 would be 220 would be the final answer for this part. And same way yes, express 1200 as the product of its prime factors. So product of its 1200. Look, you can make 120 into 10 by 10 is equal to 1200. So you just multiply there 2 into 5, and so end of the day prime factor would be 2 raised 4 into 3 into 5 square. That would be the prime factors of 1200. And now find the smallest value of n such that 120 n is a square number. For square number, there must be square even power 2 raise 4 and 3 into 3 into 3 and into 5 into 5. So this way you need to multiply 2, multiply 3 and multiply 5 by itself. This way you will have 2 raised 4 into 3 square into 5 square. So what you multiplied basically 2 multiply 3 multiply 5, 15 times 2, 30. So 120 n mean 30. If you multiply 120 with 30, then that would be the smallest square number. So n is 30 degree for this, right? This way we find this value. Now question, here there are 4 angles are given and other 2 angles are equal for hexagon. For hexagon, the sum of interior angles can be calculated by n minus 2 multiplied by 180, where n is 6, so 6 minus 2 multiplied by 180. Whatever the answer you get, add all these 4 plus 2 other angles. Let's say each angle is x, so the sum of these 4 plus 2x is equal to whatever the sum of the interior angles of hexagon. You will have the value of x. Okay, this way you can do that question. And this question is again very simple. Measure ABC. This question can be done with the help of geometry box with your tools. ABC, you can measure this angle with the protractor and then construct bisector of angle BAC. So first use compass and mark there, and then by taking there, open your compass and mark their arc, and then from there mark there, and then join this line with that line. You will have angle bisector of this. Now perpendicular bisector of AB. Where is AB? Here. First take your compass and open it more than the length, more than half of the length of this AB, and most probably you will have like this, and then on the other side there, and then take your compass and put its nail there, and then mark there and there where they cut each other. That way would be perpendicular bisector of this. And this is again very simple question. Just multiply this matrix with 2, and you will have 4 minus 2 0 and 2, and then subtract these elements from there. You will have the answer of that. Find A inverse. To calculate the A inverse, first calculate the determinant of this. 2 minus 0, so determinant would be 2, and then calculate adjoint of this. Adjoint of this would be 1 there and 2 there. Shuffle these and shuffle the signs of there. Minus 1 becomes 1, and then this 0 remains 0. The adjoint over determinant would be equal to A inverse. Here you see it's once again very simple question. For this question you see that 2y is equal to x over 5. This is the line for y is equal to x over 5, and BC's line is also given there. This is 6x plus 7y is equal to 42. And here this line is equal to x2, and the region there is greater than, on this side x is greater than 2, so your inequality is x greater than 2. And same way you can subtract, you can write 6x plus 7y less than 42, as this region is below the given, less than that. Okay, the line y is equal to kx passes through the triangle ABC. Find all possible interior values of k. It's very simple. First, you can find value x is there too, and you if take your AB queen, you can easily find the value of y there. So you have the coordinates of A, and in same way you can find the coordinate of this by using x is equal to 2 in the line BC. And in same way, if you simultaneously solve these two questions, you will have the coordinates of this, and then choose all possible points by observing these values of x, y. All your point must be there, and take how many values could be taken for k which are whole numbers or integers. Okay, now simple question once again. Describe fully the transformation A onto triangle B. Look carefully. If I draw this line like this halfway, this makes symmetry, so this is a line of reflection. So give your answer line of reflection, and this equation would be y is equal to minus x. Whenever he says describe the fully single transformation, you have to tell what type of transformation and then corresponding parameters of this transformation. Triangle A is mapped onto triangle C by rotation through 90 degree. A is this and center is this, so this triangle would be like this. Okay, and now in same way, triangle B is mapped by T. Here he has given you object and image, because this C which you just drawn in the first part is the image of this. So you may write, let's say A, B and C, D are the general transformation. Multiply this with the coordinates of B. This is minus 3 0 and minus 3 1 and minus 1. So you can write 2 by 2 general matter A, B and C, D, and then corresponding images of each point. Sorry, then the object points A's coordinate, B's coordinate is equal to image coordinate, corresponding point image of minus 3 0 and corresponding image of this and corresponding image of this. And then you have to make 2 or 3 coins in terms of general variables ABC and find the values of ABC and then replace back in the assumed matrix. This way you can find the answer for this. And here this is express bx in terms of p and q. Where is bx? This is bx, and he's saying this is in the ratio of 3 and 1. So this is completely 8q, and this would become 6q, and this is 2q. So bx would be 6q. Express ax in terms of p and q. Where is ax? This is ax. So ax would be 6p plus 6q. Using head and tail rule, you can find the value of this. Y is the point cy is equal to 3p plus q. Express ay in terms of p and q. You have to express ay. So you can say ay is equal to ac plus cy. AC plus A to C and then CY wherever it is, then A to C and then C to Y would be equal to AY. And here you have AC value from there, because AC value is very simple to calculate from this. Look, this 6p plus 8q. First you will go like this way and then this way, 6p plus q, and the value of cy is given there. You will use this value of cy. This is 3p plus q. You can easily calculate ay, and then you will see that ay and ax can be simplified inside the bracket. Both will be you see in the form of same ay and ax you already have found there, and you can write there in the magnitude. You will put bar on the both side and then cancel by taking anything common. That would be the simplified ratio. Okay, and here it's once again very simple question. Just he is asking find the deceleration when t is equal to 5. Just find the gradient of this line. Here the coordinates are 10 and 20, and the coordinates they are 0 and 44. You have 2 points. Calculate the value of the gradient in the speed time graph is always acceleration or deceleration, but this would be in negative form, so that's why he's saying this is deceleration. Find the speed when t is equal to 5. T5 would be like there. Okay, gradient would be same because this lies on that same line. So you already found the gradient of this line, so you can say that t is 5, but at the same time velocity is p, we don't know. Take once again any 2 point, this or this point, and this point with and find the gradient in terms of v and put it equal already found gradient in the first part, and this way you can understand and you can find what would be the value of v there. Okay, and in the final answer, first calculate the area of this trapezium 1 over 2 times h times sum of parallel side and this area of the rectangle, and put equal to each other, as he is saying that this distance traveled and this distance traveled are same. This way you can find the value of k. And this question again is very simple. Look, this triangle and this triangle is similar triangle, and he's saying find the value of this pq. You know, this is 3 and this is 8, so 3 over 8 is equal to pq over 12. From there you can easily calculate the length of pq. Area of this abcx, find in terms of x, area of the trapezium. You know, 3 over 8's whole square is giving you the ratio of this triangle to the area of this triangle, and this way you can calculate the area of this is the area of x, and this way 3 over 8, so 9 over 64, 9 over 64 would be the ratio of the area. So 9 over 25 square is equal to 1 minute. Where is that question? Okay, the area of the triangle is x, so area of this ratio of this area is 9 over 25 is equal to area of this is, let's say, 9, and the area of this is x square. From there, then end of the day you will subtract the area of this 9 from the x, and you will have the area of the trapezium, and then finally give your answer in terms of whatever he is saying. Find the area of the trapezium bcq. Okay, area of the trapezium would be area of the this, if subtracted from the area of this complete triangle, x minus 9 would be the area of this trapezium. Okay, this way you can calculate this question. Hopefully you understand. Today I tried my best, but in next step, next time I will be more fresh. Actually, I already did many classes today, but somebody requested me to solve this paper. When he said solve this paper for me, I thought if I have to work, then why only for one? Why not for whole my community? That's why I did not refuse, and I tried my best to explain, and I'm going to upload, because this way I think more people will get benefit of this.